All right, here is just an explainer video talking about how I got these results. So this is Google Ads for golf courses, and our article. This is in incognito window, but our article ranks number one, and our video ranks number one. So back to back, got them both right at the top. Bunch of things to break down here, but first things first. Let's start with the article. So I wanted to rank for this exact phrase. That's all I wanted for this article. So Google Ads for golf courses, that is obviously the H1 in the H1. It is obviously matching in the URL, and we talk about it in the first sentence. Golf courses, Google Ads, blah blah blah. So kind of aligning all that stuff. All the metadata lines up as well. So writing a good article is obviously first and foremost the most important thing. Super helpful content, personal experiences, statistics, things like that. I've used some AI images on this one, obviously, to kind of get to this. As I go through the pros and cons, I did a bunch of customization with some of the images. So like this is one I had to take out and kind of I made it into like the 4 seasons, so I didn't necessarily use the whole thing for AI here. I had to like put in the seasons and actually put in the typography on top of it. But as I'm going through this whole article, nothing special yet. Okay, even this is not great. This is just showing like really bad banner ads that were made by AI, but the content's solid. And what I got to was this part about tracking ad performance and user engagement. So this is where the video came into play. Is all this stuff's good, right? Kind of giving here's all the stuff you need, the seasonality, all the information, and then when it gets to actually like the tracking and stuff, or anything in the article that can have a really good visual, we should do the visual. So in this case, within HubSpot, you can do like a self-hosted video or a YouTube embed. And I wanted to try this to kind of, again, get both of these results. So I put it on YouTube. And what I did was I went through a client example that relates to the article. So this whole video, I just go through an example of Google Ads for golf courses with a golf course. And when I'm done with the video, right, I go into upload, right, drop in the asset, whatever it is. I don't have an asset here, but when you drop in the asset, you can populate the whole thing with description and all that stuff. And I leveraged AI for this. So it was like, go back to ChatGPT, whatever you're using, and, put in all the same stuff. Like basically just ask for a YouTube description version of the article, and you'll get that. Paste it in here. Created the thumbnail also from ChatGPT to kind of show ad tracking ad performance and user engagement, which matched the H2 of this section, right? But so that's on the thumbnail. The actual video itself here matches the exact same H1, Google Ads for golf courses. So, we got it in the URL, we match it in the SEO title, in the H1, all that stuff lines up, and then we also match it in the title for YouTube. So the stars align perfectly. And that's kind of where we're at here, is that in the description itself, so you got to do one thing. You got to pick a path here when it comes to this like linking process. So I published the article without the video. Or maybe I published the video first. Either way, I needed to create the link in the URL here, drop it into the description, read the full blog here, okay, so that people can bounce out and see it, but then also with the embed here, people can click it and then go back to YouTube. So the two, so that's pinning back and forth. Within the article itself, there's like 2 ways to insert these. Let me expand this a little bit. So if you go down to where this is, and even if you just start a new section, You can do insert video, and then you can do HubSpot video or external video. This was an external video, so you just need to get the URL from YouTube and drop it in. Okay, so whoops, grab that, drop it in. It'll give you the preview. Should give you the preview. Oh, either way. I messed something up here. Grab the wrong thing. Either way, it will pop up. If it doesn't, the other way to do it is just through advanced source code, and then drop in the actual embed code. So if you go here, share, embed, just grab this, and then drop it in. Either way, that'll get it in there. So, and then you publish, index both, put the article through Google Search Console like you normally would. I still share it and click it from x.com, from linkedin.com. So I always go publish it, put it through Google Search Console, then distribute it on a couple websites and click on it to then show that the linking from X and LinkedIn is there. And then even in this case, went out and clicked on it from here to get a backlink from YouTube, just to show, again, that actual connectivity. You can give it the thumbs up, all that stuff, but with our subscribers, hopefully get some decent visibility out of the gates. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I didn't monetize this. I didn't, I put it on, safe mode for kids. Like, I don't think I swear on this one. But yeah, there's nothing special about that. This is just matching up of titles. That's really all this is. And being super helpful within the video itself. Like the video itself, I actually break down all the things of that section of the money, the clicks, the conversions. I break down all of it that matches up perfectly with what someone would want to see. So again, helpful content wins, but if you don't match up the exact phrasing across the board, what's the point? It's just not going to work. So that's the most important thing when doing this with helpful content, of course. So if you have any questions, let me know. But this got us to create that kind of sandwich of, hard blue link on page as well as YouTube. And I can see if we did this on Instagram, it'd probably work there too, which I might do that later on because on July 10th, that's changing, which is in 3 days. So Instagram is going to be served up here on the search results page soon too. So anyway, let's cover whatever the topic is across all the different categories. And the only other thing I didn't show within this one is in the actual settings, a blog title, right? The H1, the URL matches, but then down here in the meta description, same thing, talk about Google Ads for golf courses right there in the first sentence. So if those things are all connected, we're good. It'll work. But let me know if you have any questions on this. All right. Thanks.